Well, a lot of clients tell me that they hire me to be honest and they hire me to be brutally honest about what they're wearing and what's in their closet. So, here's some brutal honesty. Here's the truth most people don't hear enough, most women. And that is that we are often dressing for who we are right now or even the past, but not for who we're becoming. So that is a huge mistake. And I'm going to share a little of my own story today and a little bit vulnerable today and how I lost my way a bit, a couple times, but rediscovering and redefining my style helped me find my way back and move forward into the woman I wanted to become. So, are you ready? So am I. Let's dive in. Well, if we haven't met before, my name is Tina Schwan, and I'm a personal stylist and online educator for midlife women. I help you clear the chaos, learn to love the skin you're in right now, and put the joy back into getting dressed. And today, I want to talk a little bit about something that might just change the way you think about your style and honestly, about yourself. Here's a thought for you. It might be a writer downer. Your wardrobe should be more than just clothes. It should be like a vision board you wear every single day. I have to show you. I do a vision board every month just in my planner. So this should be like your wardrobe should be your vision board every single day. So let me tell you a little bit about my own style evolution because I'm telling you, girl, it has been quite a long and winding road. I see my life kind of like a play or a musical, and you'll find out soon why that is. But it's in 3 acts, and I'm now in Act 3. Make sure to stick around for Act 3 because it's the best part. In Act 1, right out of college, I got my music degree, music education degree, and but I couldn't find a job. So I started out in the corporate world back in the late 80s. And the dress code back then, as many of you might know, was no joke. It was suits or dresses, pantyhose, pumps, a structured briefcase, matching accessories, and not a single open toe shoe ever, ever, ever. And every morning it was sort of like preparing for battle with matching accessories. And as the years went on, though, over 22 years in corporate America, business casual came in, sweaters replaced the suits. And by the time I left corporate America in 2008, jeans had even made their way in too, at least on casual Fridays. But I was still always that put together person. I've always loved style, I've always loved fashion. And that was just part of how I saw myself. But then life happened like it often does for many of us. And I started a single mom season. And the more that life happened, then I ended up in a new city. We got a new husband, and I started down a new career path in music education. I went back to my roots and choral conducting. That's a long story for yet another day. But by the time we get to be this age, we've had at least 1 or 2 pivots in life. Am I right? Anyway, so Act 2 was my teaching career and moved to a new town and a new marriage and a blended family. And in 2009, I became a new, yet sort of old high school teacher at the age of 43. And I was in a different vibe, but I still wanted to show up with intention. However, I found out quickly that my dresses and heels were not going to be a thing in the classroom and at rehearsals for upwards of 12 hours a day on my feet. But I wanted to model that confidence and what that looked like for my students and for my then preteen and teenage daughters, and frankly, for myself. Then, of course, 2020 happened. Zoom school, you can't sing on Zoom, just letting you know. Lockdown life. And I don't have to tell you that whole story because you lived it too. So let's just say I got real familiar real quick with graphic tees, ratty cardigans, flannel pajama pants on the bottom while I was teaching Zoom, and a messy bun every single day. And even when I went back to school in person, that style kind of stuck, right? We got comfortable with that. We got comfortable with going in public and those sorts of things. So I should say that lack of style stuck. And I was depressed. I think a lot of us were. I was burned out. My self care had tanked. My energy was gone. And I barely recognized myself physically or emotionally. I had to give myself literally a pep talk every morning on my way to those 7 a.m. show choir rehearsals. I had changed. The kids had changed. And it was time for another pivot. Hey, brief intermission here, since we're talking like a play. Before I forget, I want to make sure that I mention this for you. I have a freebie for you. So it's a free guide. It's 5 shifts to unlock your signature style, and it's filled with tangible tips that can help you reconnect with your wardrobe and with yourself so you can start showing up as the woman you're becoming, not the woman that you're trying to leave behind. Now I'm in Act 3. And I couldn't be happier. When I left teaching in 2022, though, I floundered a little bit. I felt like I didn't know who I was anymore. I felt lost. I felt late to the game of yet another change and completely unprepared to start something new at the age of 57. But slowly, as I started writing a blog for women in the same boat and taking better care of myself, something in me shifted. And I stopped dressing for the woman I had become, and I started dressing for the woman that I wanted to be. I started dressing like a personal stylist before I officially was a personal stylist. And I can tell you from my experience that when you sign up for a course to become a certified stylist called the Global Style Academy with 2 of the top personal stylists in the entire world, one in London and one in LA, that will really make you get your act together and really fast. But guess what? My energy shifted even more. My confidence came back. My spark came back. I came back. That is kind of my story. And I thank you for sticking around for that, because I think it's important for you to understand that I have been there. I've been where you might be, right? And I can now, what I love to do is help other women get out of that kind of rut. So here's what I've learned. When you start dressing for your future self, you become her so much faster. That's the magic of style. It aligns with your outer expression of your inner vision. Most of us dress from a place of comfort, which is fine, routine, and sometimes just sheer survival, right? We get stuck in a mindset of this is what I always wear instead of asking, who am I becoming? Here's what I want you to try. And this is very simple. It's just 3 easy steps. It's kind of like cooking. If it takes more than 3 steps, I'm not going to do that anymore. 3 easy steps. Number 1, look at your dream life. Who is the next version of you? Not just what does she look like? Maybe that's part of it, but how does she feel? How does she carry herself? How does she speak? And how does she enter a room? Choose outfits that match that energy. Not just special occasion stuff, but daily intentional looks. Even if you're retired, you still care about who you are and what you look like and how you feel. It's more about how you feel than how you look. But watch what happens. Your energy will shift, your confidence will grow, and your presence will expand. So this is what I call the style glow up formula, and it works because when you show up as her, the world starts responding to you that way. And very soon, I'm going to be having a free webinar coming out. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything and you get the word when that starts to shape, because it's going to be very soon. April 15th is where we're going to do the webinar. If this hits home with you though, and you're thinking, yes, I'm ready for something more. I've got something special just to help you get started. So it's that free guide. I mentioned it a few minutes ago. You can grab that. It's 5 shifts to unlock your signature style. And again, it has super easy, tangible tips to help you reconnect with your wardrobe. And so that then you can start showing up as the woman you're becoming. That link is down below in the description, and you just click the link and I will email it out to you, and then you can download it right away and get started on it. I thank you for being here today. And as I said earlier, I know how easy it is to lose touch with your style. And we all have seasons in our lives where it's not a priority. And I totally understand that. I've been through some of those terrible seasons as well. But you can find your way back. And in a way, it's a way to get you back, an easy way. It's not just a glow up, it's a full body, soul deep transformation. See you in the next video. As always, I'm deeply grateful for you. And in case no one has told you, you are beautiful, you are worthy, and you deserve to feel amazing in every part of your day. Thanks so much, and God bless.